What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the FallenRedZeo. I'm here today with the Masters of the Universe Origins Castle Grayskull playset. So this is going to be a recreation of Castle Grayskull from back in the 80s to go along with the new Masters of the Universe Origin figures. So this is going to be an awesome big playset to use the setup. You know, you can display all your Origins figures, so it's just going to be awesome. Now this, I don't know if it's 100%, but I think this is a Walmart exclusive. I know that's been the only place we were able to get it from, and as far as I know, that's the only place people have found it. So it may be a Walmart exclusive, but I'm not 100%. So if you're interested in this, check your Walmarts or do what we did and order it online. So we have this Castle Grayskull playset, and as you can see over here, it comes with a special edition Temple of Darkness Sorceress. So we have the Sorceress in our all white outfit. Awesome battle scene going on here on the front of the box. So nice artwork and everything here. Just looks really awesome. If we can look at the top of the box there, we can see all the different little features. So there's of course our castle and all the different stuff we will look at that comes inside of the castle. And on the back of the box, we can see the castle playset all set up with all the Origin figures around it. So that looks pretty awesome. So we'll have to kind of recreate the scene, put some of the Origins figures we have, and then up at the top here we have what the inside of the castle will look like. But of course I'll show that to you, so let's go ahead and just look at the actual playset itself. So here we have the Castle Grayskull playset, and this thing looks pretty awesome. So this is the front of it, and it's just all closed up. So of course with the Castle Grayskull we have the giant skull on the front of it. So we have the nice eyes, the nose, the teeth that go into the jaw bridge, and we have the nice, like, I think these are called like ramparts and stuff, the little pieces at the top of the castle. So we have a playset piece already set up over here with the little gun turret. Just looks pretty awesome all the way from the top down. So again, looks like the skull on the top wearing a crown and everything all the way down to the jaw bridge. And we can start to spin it around here. We see windows and everything. Of course, there is our seal that opens up hinge like, and around on the back we have more like little feature stuff, so like windows, another door design back here like as a back escape, more designs like wooden roof. So all looks very nice. And if we go around there, we then have like our latches to be able to open the door and back all the way around to the front. So I guess we'll just start at the front here since there's no really anything else that goes on with this castle from the outside. So we can take our power sword here. So we have the He-Man and Skeletor power sword pieces all put together there. And with this, it opens up the jaw bridge so you can stick it right into the slot here, which is just a piece where you stick the sword in and it kind of pushes the notch out because you can't see it, but there is like a little piece. So as you stick it in, it slides that piece out, which allows the jaw bridge to open. So it opens up there and you can see we have like this mouthpiece now. So it has like a tongue design and the teeth of the mouth there as well. So that's why it's called the jaw bridge. So that's pretty fun. And there you can see the piece that latches in. So when you stick the sword in, this piece here gets slid in and allows the door to open. So that's really all there is from the outside. So I guess we'll move to the inside, so we can probably just go and just shut this up, and we can go around to our latches and they just kind of unhook here, and then we can slide this open and you can see all the playset features in here. And you can open it flat if you want, or like how it's done in the pictures, it kind of sits more at like a 90-degree angle there. So you can just set it up however you want there. But let's go ahead and just start with the side. Of course, we have our sorcerer's figure sitting in the back there. So working our way in from the entrance, so there of course is the jaw bridge. So if you come inside, it just got this nice stone floor design at the bottom, but then over here to the side we have like a trap door full of all sorts of creatures and everything. So it's just a sticker decal stuck on the bottom here, has like a little lock design, and then again all sorts of creature stuff. And I do believe they make stuff that you can put on here, like they made little accessories that you can set here to, you know, like trap people in. So it's pretty much just a big open space down here at the bottom. And if we move up to the throne room, we have the throne of Grayskull, so you can take a figure, sit them in there. And over to the side we have a trap door, so nice trap door design again with a big sticker on it. Looks pretty awesome. It's got like an eye and teeth and everything. We do have one of the machines because there's like technical stuff going in the Castle Grayskull, so we have just one of the machines back over there. But because this is a playset, it does have play features. So with the trapdoor actually works, so we can take our sorcerer's figure there, and then if you have someone sitting in the chair can turn and they will fall through the trapdoor because it unlocks the door and allows it to fall through. So that's a pretty fun little thing, and then you can just twist it back there. So the figures can fall through pretty easily. So again, it's just a little fun play feature. And then we get our first little flag design here. So we have a flag with this red bird creature holding an eye there. Looks pretty awesome. And then at the very top we have our ramparts and stuff. So we have a flagpole with a flag on it, and then again we have that turret. And with these, they do pop off. They're just sitting on pegs and you can pop them off and do whatever you want. So you can take and sit this on the ground, take a character to hold onto this, say like Man-at-Arms, and be able to shoot with the turret. So that's pretty cool. And the flag as well, you can pop off and just sit it wherever you want in the playset. So there's our first side of the Castle Grayskull. And then if we move over to the other side, starting at the bottom, we have another big open area. Once again, very similar to the other side, but we have an open area with the elevator. So again, if we take our figure of like sorceress, we can pop her on the peg, and up at the top here we have this little pull cord that's like a little bird creature, and you can pull on it and it will pull the elevator up to the next floor. And then as you can see down in the bottom there, it is just completely open. So again, it's just another space to be able to store stuff. So you have this cord, and if you want it to stay at the second floor, you can just kind of wrap it around something, maybe on the little latch piece over to the side, just get it to be able to hold it so it stays up at the second second floor. And speaking of, we have the second floor, so we have our big computer here. It shows like a bunch of the galaxy, so just showing a lot of the universe there on this big computer machine. As I've said in the past, I'm not a huge fan of He-Man, so I don't know everything that's going on, but it just looks like a big computer with all sorts of devices. I like all the different colors painted on there and everything. But then we have our second floor base, which is pretty, again, just big open space. But we do have holes in the bottom here, so you can take like the ladder that comes with it, stick it down inside there and lean it up against the top, and so it gives you an access to the top floor here. And there are like little notches in there, so once you put in the peg, it just sits perfectly right in those notches. And there was the same down on the side over here. You could set the ladder into it like that too to get up to the second floor as well. And of course, right behind the ladder, we do have another flag, this time with a purple creature holding an eye. And then that goes to the top section, again, another rampart piece where it's just a wooden piece that, again, you can just sit anything you want up there. Now with this set, you do get the extra accessories. So we have all these little things that, again, you can just set up anywhere you want around the castle. Of course, you've seen the ladder. We have the flagpole with the different flags on each side. We have the turret cannon. Well, then we also have some weapons rack. So we have a weapons rack here with, it's like got like an eagle design. And I like the details of it. It looks like it's like all made of wood and everything. Just the way it's designed looks pretty cool. Again, very reminiscent of the classic Castle Grayskull. And it can just hold weapons. So you can just take weapons and sit on the little pieces there. And then we have this more like normal weapons rack. Again, makes it look like it's all made of wood. Has all little hooks and stuff so you can hang all sorts of weapons around. And finally, we have the battle trainer device. So it's just this nice little stand piece so you can stick a character in front of it. Has a hog's head on one end and a fist on the other. And it just spins around so you can have the character stand in front of you, and it spins around and they can battle with it. Just a fun little device. Again, with all these, you can just stick them anywhere you want in the castle. They don't have to go anywhere in particular. You just throw them in wherever you have space and want things to go. And then we also have the Wind Raider vehicle, which is just a vehicle for the Origins figures, which the reason I'm including this is because down at the bottom we have this details here that are part of like Castle Grayskull and everything. So it's just a nice base to be able to make this like it's flying, but it does also have the details, the green rocks and everything of Castle Grayskull as well, and the little computer device. So it's just a nice piece that can go along with Castle Grayskull. But what's cool about this is that we can actually pop this off, so the silver at the bottom comes apart, and then it can go up top of the castle. So up at the top of the castle on this high level, we do have these pegs to do line up with the slots on the bottom of the silver. So you can take this piece and pop it right onto the pegs, and it sticks on it just like that, so it can sit up at the top there flying, and we can then close up the castle. And once the castle is closed, it can sit up top there and still be sticking out. It's like flying above the castle. And so that's really all we have for the Castle Grayskull playset itself. There's not really a whole lot more to it. And of course, as I did show, we do have that sorceress figure, so a nice little figure where she's all in white. It is that origin style, so it has a little bit more of that classic design, so everything's, to me a little bit like chubbier and everything. Has some joints, so knee joints, elbow joints, and it has the nice clear wings there off in the back, which can move around as well. I like how cool she looks in the all white, and then has a nice all white staff there as well. So it's just a really nice looking figure, and again, this is like exclusive or whatever to if you buy the Castle Grayskull, you do get this figure included. But now that we've actually looked at the playset, let's populate it with some figures. So there I populated the castle with some of the first origin figures. So we have the good guys facing off against the bad guys. So this is a pretty cool playset, perfect for stuff like this, where you can take all your origins figures and just kind of display them inside of the castle. So now I'm interested to see if they end up making Snake Mountain for the bad guys, so then you can have a good guys Castle Grayskull and bad guys Snake Mountain to kind of face off against each other. So I expect that's probably going to come up in the future, depending, I guess, on how the sales of the Grayskull did. But overall, I think it's a pretty cool playset. It does remind me a lot of this like classic version. I never personally had the original Castle Grayskull, but I have seen it a bunch in like toy stores and everything, and I feel it looks pretty similar. And of course, a while ago I did the Mega Constructs Castle Grayskull, and it had pretty much the exact same layout and design as this one, so I assume they're all going to be very similar and carry a lot of the same features. But overall, I think it's a pretty good playset. I think they did a good job of just recreating that classic Castle Grayskull. So of course, people that grew up with it back in the day can now buy it again and relive their childhood, or it could be picked up by kids nowadays and carry on the legacy. But let me know what you thought of Castle Grayskull down in the comments. Have you picked this up for yourself? But if you enjoyed my review, please leave a thumbs up for me, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.